Hi guys, it's Carol with a K, makeup artist and beauty expert with icartistry.com. Thanks for visiting my channel. Please remember to click that button and subscribe so you can see all of the looks that I'll be showing you here. So now that summer's here, I wanted to show you a fresh, glowing makeup look that you can wear as you're going to all of your summer activities like the barbecues and the pool parties and the beach and all of the other outdoor activities that'll be happening in the summertime. I also wanted to give you some tips so that you don't go out looking like a hot mess. You want your makeup to stay on, you want it to wear well, you don't want it to run, you don't want to have the raccoon eye thing going on. So if you like the look and you want to avoid makeup meltdown, keep watching. One of the most important things is that you start with a clean, fresh face. I always put a lightweight serum and moisturizer, and you should do the same, something that's designed for your skin type, but in the lightest form that you can get it, which for most people will probably be a lotion as opposed to a cream. That will keep your skin looking fresh, but not make your makeup look very weighted down and heavy. So you want to make sure to use a primer under your makeup. That's going to help to keep the makeup looking fresh. It's going to help it to wear longer, and it's also going to make the skin look nice. One of my very favorite primers to use is this one from Smashbox. This is their original photo finish primer. It's oil free. It works on all skin types. It's very lightweight. It will smooth out the appearance of enlarged pores. It'll get rid of the appearance of any fine surface lines. But the most important thing that it'll do is it's going to help to keep your makeup melt proof and sweat proof. If you're going to be outdoors for the day, you want to make sure that you're using a sunscreen. And this primer actually contains a sunscreen. This is one from Laura Mercier. This is their, it's called Primer Protect, and it's got an SPF 30. It's also great for all skin types. Will also help to smooth the skin and keep the makeup on all day, prevent it from looking heavy or melting on the skin. Now I'm using a brush to apply my primer, but you can use a sponge if you like. You can even use your fingers, but you want to make sure that your hands are nice and clean because you don't want the oil and dirt from the pads of your fingers to get onto. So if you're eyebrow challenged like I am, you don't have to worry about changing your entire brow routine. Instead, what you can do is just apply an eyeshadow base or an eyelid primer onto the area where you fill your brows in before you apply the color. I like to use Lancome's Les Aquatiques in deep nude, so that's what I'm going to put on. And you're actually going to apply it just right onto the brow before you put the color on, and you're just going to blend it in. So now you can see I've applied a thin layer of eyeshadow base or eyelid primer onto my eyebrows, and I just did it right over the brow, not onto the eyelid but just over the brow. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill my brows in, and I'll be right back. So now my brows are all filled in and I'm ready to start on my eye color. And if you'd like to see how I do my brows, you can check the video tutorials below, and there is one on Perfect Brows Made Easy, and you can see exactly what I use and how I do it. So the first thing I'm going to do for my eye color is I'm going to use this jumbo eyeliner pencil from Sephora. It's got a 12-hour wear and it's waterproof, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow rather than an eyeliner. I'm going to put it in the crease on my eye just to give the appearance of a really cut crease.
I remember you used to want to be my best friend, but hate to think of all the girls I'll be sexting. Gave me your suggestions, massage my back, told me life is a blessing, be equal to more than. She liked my swag, got game raps and Jordan. Play my character, young Jesus trouble, get on the shuttle. Don't rebuttal, gotta have one mind in a huddle. Be strong through the struggle, stay with a hustle. Together we stand, divided we fall. Look, I could give you the world, but you can't have it all.
Now on my lid, I'm going to do a little bit of this bronze tone. This is from Vincent Longo. It's called Genie Pop. It's kind of a bronzy gold shade. And I'm going to use a dampened eyeshadow brush. This is actually a concealer brush because I want it to be a little more intense. And I'm going to apply this onto the eyelid. Now remember, you can always dampen your eyeshadows to make them a little more intense, but only if they're more of a shimmery kind of a shade. Your matte shades won't give you the same effect. So remember to just take a little corner of your shadow and apply that damp. You don't want to sweep it over the entire eyeshadow pot.
Practice make perfecto, flaws and exception. So when I flow, it's right on schedule. Premeditated with that herbal medical. In Hollywood, you see stars like a telescope. Even when hella broke, I give you hits of that overdose. Don't trip, many can't hang, playing forfeit. Disappearing acts like swordfish. Not me, cause we trying to reach climax. That's small max. Mommy looking for the red eyes.
So now I'm going to go back in with my Makeup Forever waterproof eyeliner pencil in black, and I'm going to outline the tops of my eyes right at the lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer for under my eyes, and I'm going to use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW45.
Stop acting like you're grown, if so, own up. I wanna take you across the world, flowing like the Nile River, cause we flow like lava. You my black Madonna. I think about you all the time, you like a reminder. I remember you used to wanna be my best friend, but hate to think of all the girls I be sexting. Gave me your suggestions, massage my back, told me life is a blessing, be equal to more than.
So when I applied my concealer, which is also long wearing, I carried it all the way down to the tops of my cheekbones just to give my complexion a really smooth and flawless look. So instead of doing a foundation over your entire face, I would suggest doing a combination of either a tinted moisturizer, BB or CC cream paired with a little bit of bronzer, and that will give your complexion a really healthy glow without making it look very heavy. Most of your high-end and low-end brands now carry some type of a BB, CC, or tinted moisturizing cream. So they make the complexion look more even-toned and also will give you some coverage, so they will help to hide any little imperfections in the skin. Make sure you use something that's designed for your skin type. These will actually moisturize your skin as well as hide your flaws. So you don't necessarily need to do any additional moisturizing on your face. So I'm actually pretty happy with the coverage that I've got just using my concealer. So I'm not going to apply any additional BB or CC cream to my skin. But again, depending on what your complexion looks like, you can go ahead and add a little bit. And I would just apply it in the areas where you don't put your concealer, just for a nice fresh. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of blot powder into my T-zone, which is where my skin tends to get a little bit oily. I love MAC's blot powder in deep dark, and I like theirs because it comes in a variety of shades. Even though the blot powder doesn't have to match your skin tone exactly, you want to get the undertones fairly close. And what your blot powder is going to do is it's actually just going to get rid of the oily shine on your skin. It's not going to add any additional coverage, so your complexion is still going to look nice and fresh. Now for that summer glow, I like to use a little bit of a shimmering bronzer, and this one is called Golden. This is also from MAC, and I'm going to just apply this everywhere on my face just to give it that little healthy glow.
With the flow, body hotter than a sauna. Stop acting like you're grown, if so, own up. I wanna take you across the world, flowing like the Nile River, cause we flow like lava. You my black Madonna. I think about you all the time.
So for just a hint of color, I'm gonna apply this Orgasm by NARS onto my cheeks. It works very well with my golden undertones because I have warm undertones in my skin. They also have a color called Super Orgasm, which is a little bit more pink, so it works well if your skin tone's a little bit more on the cool side.
Struggle, stay with a hustle. Together we stand, divided we fall. Look, I could give you the world, but you can't have it all. We trying to reach climax, that's climax.
So with my natural glowing skin, I don't want to weigh this look down with false lashes or strip lashes. So one of the things I like to do in the summertime to make my lashes sweat-proof is to apply my favorite mascara and then just put a coat of waterproof as my final coat onto my lashes. And then that makes whatever formula you're wearing a waterproof so that you don't have to worry about it smudging or smearing or running. So today I'm going to use one of my favorite mascaras. This is Chanel's Live Volume, and this one gives me length and volume and separation all in a single step.
Perfect perfection. perfection. Practice make perfecto, flaws inception. So when I flow, it's right on schedule. Premeditated with that herbal medical. In Hollywood, you see stars like a telescope.
For my lips, I'm going to use my go-to color, which is O from MAC. And this actually works perfectly for this look because it is kind of a golden red. But again, because I'm a dark chocolate skin tone, it pulls out the gold more than the red. And I'm not going to use a lip liner with it because I want to maintain that really fresh, summery look. So that's it. A great summer look that accents the glow in your skin. Remember to choose colors that work well with your skin tone and your undertones. I chose to use a kind of a brighter shade into my crease just to make the gold pop a little bit more, but I could have very easily have done something that was more on the neutral side, like a brown or a bronze. When you're touching up this look, make sure that you're not putting a lot of powder on top of it. Just use a little bit of blot powder with a brush, or you can get blotting paper and then just gently press it into your skin, and it'll lift up the oil and the perspiration without disturbing the makeup. Also, don't forget about your body and your hair if you're going to be out in the sun, because those will need protecting also. So that's it for this time. Please make sure that you leave comments or questions with any looks that you would like to see me do, because I'd love to do them here for you. So that's it. Till next time, stay beautiful.
Be strong through the struggle, stay with a hustle. Together we stand, divided we fall. Look, I could give you the world, but you can't have it all. We tryna reach climax, that's climax.